Hi guys, this is Demon Rants, and well, I'm back. So let's make a new video. So yeah, sorry guys for the long wait. I know it's July now. My last video was in March, the whole going on hiatus thing. So yeah, but I already told you I was doing exams. I actually finished them in June, but I didn't make videos for a while because I was going through a lot of stress, trying to cope after the exams and stuff to do with technology. But I thought, you know what, I'll make new videos to pass the time. So yeah, exams are over and done with, so I really, have time to make videos. So yeah, just going to summarise a couple things. New haircut, but on the last video it was relatively short as well. But yeah, I got it cut for the prom and all this personal stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be back on YouTube doing videos. Obviously this is an album review video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a belated 700 subscriber Q&A, and I'll do the video to update that. I just picked my nose then, I'm sorry about that guys. But yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do a PS2 collection video that might have to be split into two parts, and I might do a rant on Nickelodeon, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, so today we're going to do an album review, and I know it's a bit late because the album came out in like June, like mid-June, but I only finished it recently, so yeah, and that is Nickelback's Feed the Machine. We're going to do a proper review on this. I'm going to show you my thoughts and everything like that. So yeah, but before I do the Feed the Machine review, I'm going to do a quick summary of the Linkin Park. Is it One More Light or something like that? One More Light. What do I think of it? Shit. What was Linkin Park thinking when they did that? I mean, I like experimental music, I won't lie. Metallica did Load and Reload. Saint Anger was a bit... But Load and Reload was massively different. But I still enjoy that. But Linkin Park, I really don't like... I don't like to say this term, but they sold out. And the album is pretty much everything I hate. Pop music and stuff like that. The rant, people complaining about that video. But yeah, they pretty much just did a pop album. And not a good one either. It's just complete crap. They replaced the drums with a drum machine, and the writing's just terrible, and yeah, it's an abomination, and honestly, I wouldn't even pirate the sumbitch. So yeah, Linkin Park, you better wise up, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that summarised that one, and no, I don't have that on CD, because I don't want to waste 10 quid. But I do have this one. So yeah, that's pretty much a summary of that, but we're going to do a proper review of this. So yeah, Nickelback's Feed the Machine came out in June, but I'm going to do it now because, yeah. And obviously, Nickelback, this is actually the 9th studio album by them. And the last one was No Fixed Address, was terrible. So I expected more from this one. And yeah, let's just say I did. But before we get into the music, let's just talk about the CD. The cover... Hold on. The cover, I actually really like this one. It's, most of Nickelback's album covers just have something generic on it. All the Right Reasons has a car. There's a Long Road, has a picture of a bridge. I think Here and Now has a picture of Big Ben on it. Just really generic stuff. I think the last album had a picture of like a solar eclipse. But this one actually does fit the theme of the album. And obviously, as you can see, it's a guy on stage, probably a politician or something like that, but obviously you can see behind him, he's pretty much a robot being controlled, and it's not a real person. So yeah, it's pretty deep for album cover of a Nickelback album, but anyways, yeah. So, I have to give him props, and I heard somebody in one of the YouTube comments said, oh, but the album cover pretty much summarises the band in general, just robots performing on a stage, but I don't know, that's their opinion. So, anyway, but really good album cover. The back of it's kind of like weird and industrial, it's all about, I expected the album to be like electronica, but it didn't really feel like that, but we're going to talk about it now. So yeah, that's the CD. Obviously, whenever a band that I like releases a new album, I'll always buy the CD. So yeah, that's the disc, that's the manual, there aren't that many pages in it, so I won't show you that. But yeah, that's just a summary of the disc. Spine. So yeah, let's talk about the songs. So yeah, obviously the first song on the album, Feed the Machine, you know, Feed the Machine, the title track, and it was the biggest single on this album. And when it came out, people were like really shocked by it, because Nickelback's despised by a lot of people, and their last album was freaking terrible. What was that bloody song? She Keeps Me Up, which literally sounds like a Maroon 5 song, and a crappy one at that. Oh god. Anyways. But Feed the Machine was actually a good hard rock song. So yeah, it opens the album up, it's the title track, it definitely fits it. You know, it's all about, you know, is this suppression just in my mind? You know, it's all about, you know, political corruption and stuff. It can really be anything and all that. But, you know, feeding the machine, you know, these big politicians are like robots. I guess some people would agree it's about Trump, but that's your political stance. But yeah, it's really good. It's a good hard rock song. It's got a short solo in it, you know, a short but sweet solo. And, hold on a second, guys. Just went to shut the door, sorry. By the way, I will mention that I probably will try some editing softwares at some time, just to get rid of the pauses and stuff like that. But right now, it's just going to be the raw video material. Anyway, let's get back to the song Feed the Machine. It's got like a short but sweet solo in it. People were really impressed, because Nickelback, as much as they are like a hard rock band, they don't do a lot of solos. You know, their ballads have a couple of them, and obviously Side of a Bullet has Dimebag Darrell put, you know, like a post-mortis recording, you know, after he died. You know, from Pantera, obviously. That was on Side of a Bullet. That was a guitar solo, but they don't do them a lot. But this one was really nice. And it has kind of, the song in general, I know I said it wasn't electronica, but it has an electronic feel, which I don't like that genre of music the most, but it fits it, because it's all about robots and taking control and stuff like that, you know, Matrixy shit, pretty much. And the music video is actually quite cinematic, so I'd recommend the music video. Very well done. So yeah, great song, and it's a real strong opening to the album. So yeah, track number 2, Coin for the Ferryman, another hard rock song. It's got a really crunchy solo, if you can say that. It's got a really great solo in it. The song, it doesn't really have any kind of deep meaning, you know, Coin for the Ferryman, it's like just about killing and attacking and stuff like that. It's pretty much like that, you know, causing mayhem. There's lots of lyrics about shotguns and dynamite and stuff. So yeah, if you're, you know, into their more harder material, and you're like Burn It to the Ground and Side of a Bullet, Because of You, they're just the heavy Nickelback songs, you'll like that one a lot. And yeah, it kind of does. I stopped listening to their albums after All the Right Reasons, but I can see a trend. So the first 2 tracks are quite heavy stuff. Oh, but before I mention the other ones, I will have to mention there's no creepy songs on this album. There's no Denny Stalker songs, you know, rocked, if you're a fan of rock reviews. So thank God for that. Thanks, Nickelback. Thanks for not putting no creepy Stalker songs. So yeah, Coin for the Ferryman, it's just about causing mayhem and stuff, being badass. Fucking voice crack. It's just about being badass and causing destruction. Alright, track number 3, Song on Fire. This was the second single, you know, I can set this song on fire. You know, it's the track number 3, the ballad. Obviously, All the Right Reasons has Look at This Photograph, which, yeah, we can all admit that song's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, Song on Fire, this song is actually genuinely, it's beautiful. I mean, as a fan of their ballads, people call them, oh, they're just cheesy, just sounds like every other song and stuff. But Song on Fire, I didn't like it at first. I thought it was a bit generic, but I listened to it again and paid attention to the lyrics, and yeah, it really got to me. You know, it's about, you know, I can sing this, you know, I could set this song on fire, you know, like tie it to a rocket, shoot it to the moon, all this kind of stuff. It's like saying, oh, I can write this song, but, you know, it would just mean a lot to sing it to you. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, it's about singing a song to a girl and stuff. So, yeah. And this one has a music video as well. It's kind of like, I was going to say fairy tales, because the next song is about fairy tales on this album. But, yeah, it's got people running in the woods and stuff like that. So, yeah. Song on Fire. Beautiful song. And a good pick for a single. You know, Actually, no, I'll mention it in the summary. Track number 4, Must Be Nice. Track number 4, Just Like Animals and Something in Your Mouth. And, Figured You Out. It's the token sexy song of the album. One of the sexual songs. Probably for the Nickelback fangirls, if there are any. It's called Must Be Nice. They're pretty much, in this song, they take nursery rhymes, like Wheels on the Bus and shit like that, and make the lyrics dirty. So, yeah, as you can tell, I don't like this song. And as far as I know, this is the only song on the album that I genuinely dislike. And obviously, there's 4 swear words in it. It's first like, your life's a goddamn fairy tale. And then later on he says, your life's a fucking fairy tale. There's a proper F-bomb in there. Wow, guys, trying to be edgy here. But yeah, Must Be Nice. Crap. I mean, even Animals does it better. I mean, Something in Your Mouth's crap. But even Animals is kind of like fast and has some good instrumentals, even though it is about just screwing a chick in the back of his car. But anyway, Must Be Nice. I wouldn't say I hate the song, but it's the worst song on the album. Yeah. Now, After the Rain, another ballad. I guess you could say it's like Saving Me and songs like that. Someday, whatever. So yeah, it's quite a nice song. I don't particularly remember it as much. Song on Fire is better, anyway. But After the Rain, it's a pretty nice song. Track number 6, For the River. After the Rain, For the River. Water-related stuff. But yeah, For the River, it's another hard rock song. It's nothing particularly, amazing. But it is kind of like it gives you like the fighting spirit. I could imagine this in like a fight montage in a film, like as a movie soundtrack music. So yeah, For the River, it's pretty good. Track number 7, simply titled Home. This song, I think it's about going into a new home and looking around. No, not a new home. It's like looking around an old house. It's had, generations and generations living in the house and stuff like that. And the spirits are like walking around it. It's another emotional song. I don't think it's like particularly great, but it is nice. It's another ballad, but still, there's a lot of ballads on this album. I thought it was going to be like really heavy, but yeah, it's quite a lot. Track number 8, The Betrayal, Act 3. No idea why they started with number 3, but my guess is that this was supposed to be like a concept album. So yeah, but The Betrayal, Act 3, this is a really freaking heavy song. I mean, it starts off, like a nice acoustic kind of thing. It's got some flutes. This song kind of reminds me like it would be on the soundtrack of Kung Fu Panda. Maybe it's just because I love Kung Fu Panda. But yeah, it's really nice, the intro, and then it gets a lot more heavy and stuff like that. The betrayal and stuff like that. So it makes me think that they're going to make this whole thing like a trilogy, I guess, The Betrayal. So yeah, I think it might be relating to Chad's time with, what's it called? What was her name? Whatever, that girl he used to go out with, Avril Lavigne. It might be about her, I don't know. But yeah, The Betrayal Act 3, this is a really heavy song. It's probably one of the best things they've done in years. Number 9, Silent Minority. This is definitely another political type song. Obviously, other than Feed the Machine. Not Silent Minority, Silent Majority. Majority. And yeah, it's about, working together and I guess fighting against the man, but it's about standing together, when we stand together. That's from another song. But anyway, so it's about standing together and stuff like that, working as a team against like a higher power and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of like a motivational song. It is kind of political because it's about, fighting the system, like a corrupt system. It's about, come on, we can work together. We can work this out. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Every Time We're Together, I thought this song is kind of like a love song, but it's kind of like a friendship song and stuff like that. Hanging out with your friends and all the good times you've had. Basically, this song is what Photograph should have been, rather than the crappy writing. This is where I went to school. Most of the times I had better things to do. Every Time We're Together actually has some pretty profound, I wouldn't say profound lyrics, but it's got some nice lyrics, and it's another ballad. And finally, track number 11, the closing track, it's The Betrayal Act 1. So where did number 2 go? Now, apparently, Chad said in an interview that the Betrayal Act 2 didn't fit the album's theme, so it's going to be in the next one. But anyways, so yeah, the Betrayal Act 1, believe it or not, is an instrumental. It's pretty much an extended version of the intro of the Betrayal Act 3. It's like acoustic and everything, and it's got some nice flutes and stuff like that. Really peaceful type music, and it's just beautiful. And, you know, it really finishes the album on a nice note, you know, on a high note. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's the track list. There's only 11 tracks and songs are short, but it's only a Nickelback album. But yeah, let's talk about it. Is this better than the last one? Hell yeah. No Fixed Address was freaking crap. Like, there was a song with, like, Flow Rider on or something like that. But yeah, if you compare it to that, this is like a massive improvement. And honestly, I've got to say, guys, I mean, the album's okay, but if they continue more of this and make it even better for the next album, I'm going to be impressed. And I think Nickelback actually might be getting some respect from people. And I know Chad Kroeger got into some kind of, like, argument. Was it like an argument or something with Corey Taylor from not just Slipknot but Stone Sour? He insulted him. But yeah, other than that, you know, if they're making good music like this for the next one, they're going to get a lot more respect. So yeah, other than, I like all the songs on here except for Must Be Nice, that one's crap. But yeah, every other song is, a lot of them are just kind of forgettable ballads, but it does show effort. The lyrics are decent, you know, I won't say profound, but they are nicely written. And Chad's voice, you know, he's obviously known for his gravelier voice and stuff like that. But his voice is actually, he's kind of toned it down a little. You can still hear the grit and gravel in his voice, but it's not quite as high. So people are definitely going to appreciate that more. And there's also a stronger emphasis on guitar solos, which is, you know, definitely shows them improving. And obviously the drum beats are fine. You know, the drumming's pretty much solid. So yeah, it's a good hard rock album. It's not really that heavy. I was expecting it to be a lot more about the concept album. I thought it was gonna be like a concept album, you know, Feed the Machine. I thought it was gonna be some like Rage Against the Machine type stuff, you know, political satire and stuff, but it wasn't really like that. It's just yeah, but overall I think it's the best work they've done in years. Probably the best since Dark Horse, I'd say. All the Right Reasons, Dark Horse, because everything after Dark Horse, those two albums were just kind of forgettable after Dark Horse. But yeah, this is definitely a massive improvement. Other than Must Be Nice, there's no creepy songs on the album, you know, there's no songs on the album that are like too sexual. So yeah, it's good. And the hard rock songs, you know, Coming for the Ferryman was all about action and stuff like that, but the hard rock songs have actual meanings to them and stuff. So yeah, this is definitely a massive improvement. Massive improvement. Though I would only give, I think the album as a whole is decent. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But if they continue this and, you know, carry on, you know, up the ante for the next album, I'm going to be extremely impressed and very happy. So yeah, well done Nickelback. You've done something good. So yeah, would I recommend this one? I'd say give it a go. You know, if you hate Nickelback, you'll actually be pleasantly surprised. I know there'll be the cheesy ballads and stuff, and to be honest, the ballads aren't that actually cheesy on this one, and stuff like that. So you might be pleasantly surprised. You know, you'll be surprised by the hard rock songs on it. So yeah, I recommend it. So that's pretty much it. That's been my review. I think I mentioned everything. Lyrics, music, production values are really good obviously on it. It's got a good sound, and I was listening to it with my earplugs in, so yeah, that's got to add you know, the emphasis on the music and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Really good album. It's freaking far better than the new Linkin Park one. I mean, God's sake, Nickelback doing an album better than Linkin Park. What are you guys doing? But yeah, since I like Nickelback overall, even though they've done crappy songs and stuff like that, this one, it's really, you know, giving me some respect for them. So that's it. Pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. You know, you'll expect some more album reviews in some other videos. Obviously, I mentioned the Q&A is going to come up soon. and everything like that. And Nickelback themselves have actually done reissues of 3 of their classic albums, Suicide, Up the Long Road and All the Right Reasons. They're going to release those. I think they are released, actually. They're on vinyl records, you know, spinning around with the pin and everything like that. You can actually buy those right now, so I'm actually going to buy those ones from eBay, and I'm going to do reviews on them as well, because I consider them to be the golden era, when this band knew what they were doing. Except from this one, which shows improvement, but yeah. So expect those reviews coming from them. There's going to be game reviews, and overall, you know, I just hope you enjoyed the video and everything. I hope you know, stick around and everything, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Luckily, it should be the announcement of the Q&A, even though it's a bit belated, but never mind. Anyway, so yeah, pick up the album, best thing they've done in years, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Peace.